Darius, you got to take us through the last time. Tell us about it. What was it like?
Yeah, it was crazy. After I did my celebration, I kind of just black out.
Darius
And
Lassiter.
love you too, Jake, bro. And, originally it was a play to get JoJo open. It was 2 seniors from the inside and Dig from the outside just to get us in closer field position and things like that. So, but once I ran my seam, I looked back and nobody was in my spot, and I just seen Jake looking this way. I didn't see JoJo at the moment, but once I ran back the ball, I started seeing him, and I was like, I don't know who he's throwing this to, but I was like, I'm finna go make a play. So, I made the first guy miss, and then after that, made one miss and go into the end zone, and it was just a great feeling, just especially doing it in front of the rock too.
Have you had a game-winning catch like that?
Nah, never.
So how do you describe the emotion? I mean, they still had 10 seconds. You had to close it out, but just the emotion of making that play with 10 seconds.
Emotions all over the place right now. I didn't know if I wanted to cry, be happy, but I'm just glad that we was able to get the job done.
Take us through this past week of preparation. Last week, there's probably a few you probably want back. And then this week, right from the jump, you and Jake had the connection immediately.
Yeah, you talking about like a preparation?
The preparation.
Yeah, so it was a quick turnaround for us. We started practice on Monday, which we normally don't do, but we knew that we had to get it in, especially a quick turnaround. So playing on Friday. So we felt like we had 3 great practices, a ball as well. So it was little things that we needed to clean up on from the Arizona game, which we did, and I'm just glad how this team responded, especially after coming off a short week like that.
Darius, I think I've asked you like 3 times, where does that catch rank among all your great catches? So I'll ask you for the 4th time. How does that one rank?
Yeah, I'm gonna put that one first. I've never had a game winner before, so just to share that moment with this team, it was great.
Listen, what was it like watching that play?
Just the last play?
Yeah, that last touchdown.
If they had some video, you see me running down the sideline. No, they gave us a lot of juice, and I'm grateful for the offense and what they do. Makes us better. So.
Darius, on the drive before, when Jake kind of took a shot for you in the end zone, and then you kind of were down for a little bit, what was kind of going through your mind there, and were you shaken up at all?
I just had landed on my shoulder, just a little banged up shoulder that I've been dealing with just the whole season, and just landed on it right on the spot that has been hurting. So they brought me to the tent. I knew I wasn't finna sit out the rest of that game, so I just had to toughen it up,
As that was the game plan, for Ollie Gordon, you yourself, you just had to hit something tonight.
Honestly, as a defense, our game plan was just stop the run mostly. We knew they were going to do a little bit of RPOs action, and we just kind of had to get used to the physicality of the game. And going in the first half, I would say they're more physical than we were, and came out the second half, and we just kind of, like they would say, smack them in the face a little bit. Yeah. So.
I know I can't ask him this question, so I'll ask you, why is that guy going to play on Sunday in the NFL?
And you see it every Saturday, you know what I'm saying, the one-hand master.
Darius, when you and Jake just exchanged a hug right there, was that the first time you met since the play, or had you celebrated before, or was that first?
I don't remember. I don't remember. It's just a lot of people just smacking me around, just I'm trying to catch my breath. But I don't think so. But yeah, nah. But I just love that guy. His trust in his team and his leadership, especially to play before, putting his body on the line, going to get that first down.
For both of you guys, how would you describe the post-game locker room celebration? What was that mood like in there?
It was turned. It's probably. I think that's probably one of the best celebrations we done had. Granted, how we won, but it was special.
What was the halftime conversation like collectively? A lot of adversity, turnovers, defense trying to find themselves as well. What was that conversation like?
Yeah, we as soon as we came in, everybody was we was amped up because we knew that we didn't play our best half at all. Turning the ball over defensive-wise, they knew they didn't play their best as well, and that we knew that we needed to play BYU football. And BYU football was defense going out there making stops, getting them to turn the ball over, and then us making plays on the outside in the run game as well. You see, when we came back out third quarter, the run game was there, and I didn't want them to throw a single pass that drive, especially just how LJ was running and the O-line was blocking stuff.
What was it like that last drive of theirs where you just couldn't seem to get off the field? Third down, fourth downs, it was just really tough.
Just for the defense?
Yeah, for the defense.
It was kind of frustrating, but I don't know. We just had to stay the course. We knew that they were going to try to run the whole time. So, I don't know. Our main goal was just to stop Ollie Gordon. And I don't know. I feel like every time we would just get a foot away and they would get the first down. But I don't know. I'm super grateful for our offense. They came out there and showed out, scored a touchdown for us, and kind of got it back. So, super grateful.
Did you say anything to them after they scored and your offense was heading back out there with a minute left? Did you guys talk at all?
I usually like to talk to the O-line. I don't know. It starts up front. I always tell them in the locker room, especially before the game, it starts up front. And if y'all do a great job, it gives chances like Darius's catches and LJ to be able to run and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I always tap them on the head and say, just go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah, what do you think you guys said with this win tonight, especially with a defense that probably wasn't as dominant as you guys are used to, but kind of finding a way to win that way?
What was that? Sorry.
What do you feel like you guys said with this win tonight? Kind of winning in a very different way than you guys have had to all year.
I'll say it was just a dogfight. You know what I'm saying? We knew coming into halftime, being down 7, that we're going to have to go back out there, and it was just going to be a dogfight. And so they smacked us quick, and then we just had to come back. And that's what we did, and we came back on top. So.
What does the rest of the weekend look like for you guys to get tomorrow off and Sunday, or what's kind of the rest of the weekend?
Treatments tomorrow. Make sure we get our body back, especially checking in on injuries, and make sure that everybody can be ready to go next week.
Darius, did you talk to Caleb in the locker room after? I mean, this was obviously an emotional game for him against his former team.
Yeah.
What was he like?
He was amped up. He was juiced up. Especially us playing JUCO together. We got a special bond with each other. So just to see him get this win over Oklahoma State, especially we felt like we were supposed to get it last year, and I'm just so happy for him that something didn't work out his way, but he found a place here.
Is there a benefit of a wake-up call a little bit? I mean, you guys have been playing really well and you still win, but just kind of that, hey, let's reset. We got to, you guys have always had that one-game mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But a game like this, does it even amp that up a little bit more as far as, hey, we can't take anything for granted?
Yeah, well, just especially as a defense, I don't know, us going out there and playing in Arizona and having to come play Oklahoma State, and they were just super physical, and that's kind of like what our defense needed, just to kind of wake up a little bit. And it's going to help us move on to the next game and be more physical coming into these games to come. So.
Isaiah, some people think you're just a coverage linebacker. Today, you didn't look like a coverage linebacker.
What dog, man?
Yeah, when did that transition happen for you, and that physicality and that finish that was showcased tonight? When did that happen?
Honestly, it happened in spring ball, gaining weight. I would say mostly. Like last year, I was maybe 210, 214 at this time, and then I would hit people, I kind of feel it. But having coaches like Coach Hill and Justin Enna, being able to have them help me gain weight, especially, and then just teach me to be physical, that's helped me a lot. So
The neck roll helped too.
the neck roll.
Darius, Jake said earlier that you guys went through some of those plays on the final drive and the walkthrough earlier today. Do you remember that final play today? Did you go through that and walk through earlier?
Yeah, we did. Because that's our end of our game play, so we kind of go through that every day. Especially, we went through that Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. This is when we had our walkthrough, so we went through it with Thursday too, and then we just went over it again Friday, and you kind of can see the preparation that goes into that play.
After the loss last season to Oklahoma State, you had a bitter taste in your mouth, and that kind of fueled you guys all off season. What is it like now, 7-0, looking back at that to where you guys are now?
I would say I don't know, last year we were in a position where we were just trying to get bowl eligible, and they took that from us. So going into this game, I don't know, like you said, we had a sour taste in our mouth, and we wanted this win. And being able to come out here and beat them finally is, I don't know, it's super beneficial.
Darius, describe the development of your chemistry with Jake and how it's improved week over week.
Yeah, he kind of came up to me early and it's like, my fault, I'm a little chilly. I was just outside, so that's why I kind of just shivering and stuff too. But he came to me and was like, I'm gonna find you and just be ready because I know you can make that play. And that shows just what I want to do. That just shows the trust level he has in me, and I just want to make that play, not for him, just for the team.
Last question, guys.
LJ Martin.
Beast.
That's a dog right there.
Want to receive a pass. Explain kind of that feeling of wanting to be the hot hand when you're also, trying to make plays for your team to win?
Yeah, when a guy like that get it going, you just got to keep riding the high hand. And he did a great job from start to finish, just running the ball, staying behind the blocks. O-line did great as well. I'm super proud of those guys. We leaned on them the whole third quarter, and then you just show the toughness that he has. Missing a couple games, he got that chip on his shoulder, that dog mentality, and I'm super proud of LJ.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.